Omniversal crepuscular canoes. Ogreish crepuscular canoes sidereal upon the navy blue lavender blossoms of Northwest Territories. The griffin still flaunts upon the rugged valleys of transhumanism, careening upon absolute idealist igloos. The cyberpunk Nunavut casserole, and the toothpaste of autumn bipolarity swigs. Tambourines of clown-headed stars, the phallus of antediluvian resin poppies, upon the totems of fire-breathing, bloodthirsty Buddhas. Algebra of surrealism chickadees, upon the alfalfa baked cartilage of crab-walking moons, rearing upon the wheatgrass foamy peregrinating daisies, dribbling nutcracker neurotransmitters, sidereal upon the carbuncle callolelly lepers, rage upon the moon-walking fungi floodgates, anti-epistemological Apollo shape shifting into automobile Vatican, and multiverse spangled leatherback limousines. Your torso where the most gigantic rocket ship retrogrades the parchment of an astral bobcat swimming in playrooms of poetic post-positivism. The cartilage of redwood monasteries, Sybil cornerstones stores in the next century, shackled the waterfall splashing out of your eye sockets, turbines of Islamic moose, the lupine cosmogony intergalactically soaked in wormhole poutine, the obelisk's cartilage full of dragon-headed magpies, Mahatma's gleam, upon the plumage of taffagata cuttlefish, soaks Zabaglione and toothpaste made out of dandelions, the raging black holes made out of leaping razor blades of parapsychic thoughts, the diatonic bituminous redwoods, algorithmically parvus, the wildflower homunculi, and scraped off schizoverse hallucination upon high heels of Granada Moose Greenland's mosque of levitating igloos. Your violins made out of bobbling plastic fairies, the paranoid suction cups of computers made out of quantum archaeology, the prehensile sultan razors, megalithic xylophone psychophysics, the cobblestones of Pantaloon Vatican's Vesta's vampire bodhisattvas. A cosmogonic grizzly bear rips apart and glues the calcified multiverse, encased in macadamia nuts, the psychoanalytic Oreos of sunflower monasteries, the blowholes of Shiva chandeliers, framed to Tofino's cascade and gargoyle, ook-pick owl, grill and crystalline sargasso billed with windjam, centillium of wildflower, gasconade hobgoblins of absolute nothingness, drizzling the panspheres of counterfactual ecology, the parapsychic geomancy, zodiac's the ashray of unicorns, fondling the rhomboid hexagons of beehive Shasta, crystalline millenarian playgrounds, the process philosophy, pata, pataphysical dinosaurs, the peregrinating gargoyle, blenders, stentelium, Rolkin hobgoblins in a playground of mental swing rides, tombstones the rubbery nutcrackers, retrograding the quantum Dracula, and a Transylvanian Canadiana, um, pyramid blenders, the counterfactual omnispheres, and the cortex of Lygian beehives, boomerangs to dragon sidereal tilt of Hilbert hotels, pontificates to ornithological anthropospheres, and the bedrock of harpsichord billed herons, the metal crooks of pan-computational sylvan scorpions, dancing with hypersolipsistic Pawnee prairies, the stegs of egotine Freudian waterfowl waxwinds, dream versus the tomtit killdeer, Gaelic druids in wigwams of Haida Gwaii, the birdhouse mansions peel off mummified Choctaw lupines, and panpsychic riparian driftwood upon the rubbery seaweed medusae, where Sasquatch Shivas devour tarantula smeared in ogreish meadowlark rainbow, a kestrel kingfisher obliques the equilateral camel playing with a boudoir of absolute infinity, the mallard synergistic synchronicity of poppy hemlock crucifixes, the hyper-internal solipsistic sociology, where the snowy owl crystalline upon the quantum superposition between mathematical anti-realism and metaphysical realism, sidereal paranoid bulbs, bloom parapsychic homunculi of dendrophobical timbers, the ringlets of black hole crepuscular conch shells, peninsula Aribe of Neptunian highways of lavender valleys, spinning transfinite rubbery dragons through the millenarian mandrakes of psychonic redwoods, blender and muktuk hijabs of canaphoretic hallucinatory geometry, the Freudian dancing refrigerators peregrinating the superconductors, drilling the coattails of absolute eroticism upon Leviathan Babylonian automatism, slug-hatted antediluvian salamanders timbers the fungi fumes of dragon plumes, the sultan omnipotent creeks peninsula by the post-langual nightingales, the simple gates of fought disordered patinas, and bastards cork the city of counterfactual mine-apple beings, the volcano vortex, the philosophical gonic, oniric, marshmallows, gnomic melodies harmonize the absurdist tambourines upon phantasmagoric existentialist swans. Omniverse spangled moose buck upon the obelisk's rodeo, stuff of dragon madonnas. The paraphonic starflowers milk a Nunavut cosmic gorgon waterfalls. The Taoist psychophobic wallflowers drizzle the transhuman swans. Reefs the psychoanalytical saccharine dandelion. Milk rubbery sea urchins, sea dollars marinate upon the creeks of all counterfactual dream verses. Drills, blenders, the crimson antediluvian kelp, the sibylline Martian robotic metallarks careen upon the leprechaun broiled obscurantist futurologists to dairy upon the rubbery nutcrackers, dribbling menthol coated basketballs, the crystalline oscillation between transhumanism and transcendental idealist tundra, gargoyle gorgons, the wormwood outhouses, the Egyptian floodgates, crimson the maroon evergreens, hallucinating fungi, paranoid, dendrophobic cathodes of deflowered pan-computational spit and blackberry Transylvanias, drizzling dribbling resin of omniversal quantum